What's up guys, I am Ralphs and I'm here today because I'm going to be giving you a tour of one of these two rigs. Can you guess which one? It's actually going to be this one. So I have been a full-time nomad for going on 3 years. I was full-time in this vintage 1982 Dodge Classic, one of a kind. There's not another one that I know of on the planet. As of right now, I still own both of these, but I have been working my butt off to get this one ready to sell. So today we're gonna give you a new tour of this one, and she is for sale as of right now for $10,500. So follow me guys and we'll go inside and take a look. All right, so this is Bertha. She is a 1982 Dodge B+. This is a fiberglass shell, so you don't have to worry about tin or any of that stuff. The whole shell is fiberglass on the outside, which was one of the things I liked because it stays a lot cooler in the summer. A lot of cabinet space. This is the little couch seating area right here. All of this stuff, the pillows, everything will go with Bertha unless the new owner doesn't want it, and then I'll take it out. She's got a little 24-inch TV with a VCR. All these remotes, this remote is for the VCR, this remote is for the TV, and this remote is for the stereo in the front, which actually has a DVD player in it as well. And this is the little dinette area. And this entire thing right here turns into like a queen-size bed. There's a piece that slides out that goes across right here, and then this pulls out, and then this folds down, and then this goes down, and this entire thing turns into a bed. Then you have a huge fire escape hatch up here that opens up. You can actually pop this open because this is actually a fire escape hatch. And that is actually roof access. You can use that to get on the roof. All right, this is an air conditioner that I had installed in here. This was a vintage camper that did not have an air conditioner when I bought it. And it was not easy to find somebody to install this because nobody wanted to install an air conditioner on a vintage camper. But I got it installed in Joshua Tree or in Yucca Valley, and it is a 13.5 thousand BTU air conditioner, and it'll keep this unit very nice, keeps it very nice and cool. Plenty of cabinet space up here on both sides. These lock up. This could be something that could probably be replaced at some time. Your system monitor. It's got your water pump. We just turned the water on. It's got your fresh water, but they don't work. You'd think there would be storage under here, but you don't have storage, which I originally was kind of bummed about that because I thought I would want a big deal of storage under the sofa. Once I went full time and I was boondocking, I was very glad that this is actually a water tank, a fresh water tank. So I think it's about 45 or 50 gallons. And then there's another water tank on this side that I believe is a 35 gallon. So I think this rig holds about 70 gallons of fresh water. This is the refrigerator. It's a Dometic refrigerator. It runs off propane and it runs off 110. And I've used the 110, but I usually just use it on propane. All right, and right here we have a range and the oven combo. And one thing I love about this older rig in particular is this is actually a 4-burner stove. You don't see that too much in campers, especially the new ones. They have 2 burners up here and 1 burner in the middle. This one has a 4-burner. Then it also has a Magic Chef oven right here. So this is where you cook your pizzas, warm your pizzas up. Then you just have some storage under there. These are utensil drawers. This is a junk drawer. Still got to clean these out. And then right here, guys, we have a regular, it's a little shallow, so I don't believe it's a full residential sink, but it is a dual sink. It's got stopper on this side, so you can do your dishes on this side, rinse on this side. It's got a faucet, just like a house. Then all of the wood in here, I just oiled, but one thing that is very custom about this rig, I guess you would say, or very unique, is all of this wood is all teak, like a sailboat. So it is teak wood. It is not some cheap, laminate wood. It is a real full teak. So you do have to oil this with a high-end teak oil because it does dry out. And then you got plenty of cabinet storage up here. And then on this side is basically the bedroom area, the little closet, your little, and then we have a microwave here. But this is basically a dresser. Got drawers here that I kept all my my shirts, my socks, my underwear, like a closet, which I still haven't cleaned out, so you can see how that actually works. And it is a brand new MaxxAir fan, 7500, and right here on the back wall is the remote control for the MaxxAir 7500. So all you do is push the button right there, and let's see, there it goes. And there's actual controls right here as well. There's an auto setting. So if you hit the button right here, it puts this on auto, so if this rig reaches 88 degrees inside here, this automatically opens and turns the fan on, and I've got it where it's pulling air out. It'll be a lot cooler because all of that hot air gets vented out. So you can run this fan even when it's raining outside. You can also run this fan when you're driving. The bathroom is not completely cleaned up like I want it yet, but it's getting there. It's got a full shower. It's got a teak floorboard in the bottom in there. You can't really see it. You have a sink right here, brush your teeth. You have a toothbrush holder, and then you actually have a toilet over here. It's a dry bath, not a wet bath, because it's got a toilet that's separate from your shower. You've got a door right here. You unsnap this snap, and it'll close right up. The bathroom's a little tight, but it works, and that's the most important thing. All right, this is the cab. She is an old vintage girl. When I bought this rig, I had planned on replacing these seats with some newer captain's chairs, but then I loved the vintage style of this rig and how it kind of has the southwestern desert look to it, and I was living in Joshua Tree when I bought it. So I decided just to stay with it because these seats are in such good shape. They're in really, really good shape. This is the stereo that I put in. It's just a dual stereo. It does have a DVD player, so you can actually watch a DVD on that little tiny screen right there. The one thing I forgot to mention is there's surround sound speakers all the way through the back. There's speakers up here in the front, then there's two right here in the living and the couch area, and then there's two back in the kitchen. So I don't know if we could, let's see if we can even turn this on. Yeah, let me go around. There's speakers in the front and the doors of the truck, and there's two speakers here. And then we have two speakers right here. So this truck has full surround sound. And then right here we have a Renogy 40 amp MPPT charge controller. And this controller is for the 400 watts of solar that is on the roof. There are two panels on the roof, and they are both 200 watts apiece. And then right down here we have a 3000 watt pure sine wave KISEA inverter. So it's actually got like a little USB plug right there, so you don't even have to have the inverter on to charge your phone. And then there's a smaller inverter right here if you want to use a smaller inverter. This one is 700 watts, I believe. And there's one last thing that I almost forgot to tell you guys. I showed you the air conditioner that I had put in here. So when winter rolls around, so many people, I see them complaining that they need a buddy heater or they need something to keep them warm. This unit comes with a built-in furnace. It has a full furnace right there. It's a Durotherm furnace, and the way that furnace works is there is a thermostat right here that you set, and when you're regularly using it, when it's about 40 degrees, propane will last you. It has a 10-gallon propane tank, and it will last you about a month. All right, we're going to step outside and show you guys the outside. The one drawback of this rig is there is no generator in here. Everybody looks at this panel and thinks it's a generator panel, but because this has a dry bathroom, the toilet is literally sitting right on the other side of this panel. But it does come with a 6-gallon hot water heater. This is where your hot water heater is in here. Pretty typical standard. This is not a storage unit. Remember inside where I showed you the water tank inside that was under the sofa? This is your second water tank. And here is the fill for it on this side. So you fill it right there, and that fills this water tank, which I think is either 35 or 45 gallons. It has this little hook right here, so if you want to open the door in the wind, you just hook it right there. And that way you don't have to worry about the wind slamming the door on you. You got dually wheels, 2 dually tires, so it's 6 tires. This is a dually. Your propane tank, your 10-gallon propane tank is right here. It usually costs right about, in California, it's about $32 to fill it up. So it ranges about $27 to $32. You have your spare tire right here on the back. This is a ladder that I actually bought and installed on here. This rig did not come with a ladder. And when I put the solar up there, I wanted a ladder to be able to get up there and clean my solar panels. So I put this ladder on there, and I've crawled up and down it, and my buddy Noah, who's bigger than I am, he's been up and down it. So it's a very sturdy aluminum ladder. This is your dump valves. You have your black tank and your gray tank right here. This is black, this is gray. Gray tank's right there, black tank's over here. Just pull this out, pop that out, put your hose on there, dump your tanks. This is where your shore power plug-in is, and this comes out, this is about 8 foot. You can pull it out about 8 foot, and then it's got the adapter on it, so if you need to plug it into a regular extension cord or something, or you have your 30 amp plug on there. Fuel, gasoline. This is the back of your Dometic refrigerator. So I cleaned this out not too long ago, cleaned the burners up and everything, but that's where that's the back of the Dometic refrigerator right there. And there's your vents. One's for the refrigerator and one's for the furnace. This is all in here is actually storage. It's not very big, but it's big enough to get like a toolbox like that, flat toolbox in there, along with a jumper starter, and I got extension cords, my sewer hose and all that stuff stays in there. My fresh water hose, all of that stuff I keep in there. This is your other fresh water fill right here. This RV has a MaxxAir exhaust, and this is your chrome tip for the MaxxAir exhaust. These fog lights are wired into a switch on the dash, so you can turn them on, turn them off. Here's your fresh water if you need to fill, or if you're at an RV park and you just want to run a hose over and have continuous water, you hook your hose up right there. You can see the solar panels on the roof right there, and you see the MaxxAir fan right there. Alright guys, thank you for checking out my 1982 Dodge, one of a kind. Again, this is not a production model, so it's not a Winnebago, it's not anything. I want to mention that this rig comes with brand new shocks and coil springs. It also comes, just replaced the carrier bearing and the front CV joint and the back CV joint. So that's all been taken care of, so you won't have to worry about those things for a while. But I want to thank you guys for stopping in. Again, this rig is for sale. $10,500 or best offer. Whoever can come to me with cash will probably get it. So if you like the way it looks and you like it, you can email me at nomadnewstv@gmail.com and let me know if you're in the Southern California area. You can come take a look at it, or worst scenario, it doesn't matter where you are, I could probably drive it to you if you want it really bad. So anyway guys, thanks again for stopping by and checking out my rig that's for sale.